Imagine two people who work the exact same shift at the exact same hospital in Columbus, Ohio. They have the same job title and the same $68,000 salary. Every other Friday, the exact same direct deposit hits both of their checking accounts. One of them is $40 until payday, checking her balance before buying gas and quietly declining the group dinner. The other one just got back from a week in Portugal, and she hasn't stressed about a single bill since 2023. You might assume the second person has a side hustle, an inheritance, or a lucky break with crypto. She doesn't. They live in the same city, pay roughly the same rent, and earn the exact same paycheck. The actual difference between them is about 11 minutes every other Friday. Most of us have our entire paycheck drop into one single checking account, and immediately holes open at the bottom. Fees, subscriptions, and impulse buys drain that money before we ever consciously decide where it goes. We try to plug those holes with willpower, but willpower is a terrible employee. It gets tired, it gets emotional, and it quits the second you have a bad day. Trying to manage a leaky bucket with pure discipline is mathematically impossible for most people to maintain. It's difficult because you are up against an entire industry engineered to take your money before you can plan. This is the extraction layer, the buy now, pay later buttons, the overdraft fees, and the paycheck advance apps that use pastel colors and friendly mascots to take a cut of your check. Standard banks are part of it too. They pay you almost 0% interest to hold your cash, while charging over 23% interest on the average credit card. The system is designed to keep your money in a bus station rather than a fortress. We know how to beat this because of data from companies like Vanguard. They found that among lower-income workers, only 14% choose to save for retirement on their own. But when those exact same people are enrolled automatically, that number jumps to 77%. They save at 5 times the normal rate, simply because the system removed the decision for them. Real financial peace isn't about having a perfect budget. It is about building a system that puts you at the front of the line, redirecting your money before that extraction layer can ever touch it. The solution is to log into your HR payroll portal and set up a direct deposit split. This tells your employer to send different slices of your paycheck to different accounts before the money ever hits your hands. You are building plumbing that routes your wealth while you sleep. The first pipe you build leads to your moat. This is a starter emergency fund of about $2,000 to $2,500. Every payday, a small portion of your check is redirected into this sturdy metal bucket. This bucket lives in a high-yield savings account. It has the same insurance and access as a regular bank, but it pays you around 4% interest. Leaving $10,000 in a regular account earns you $1 a year. In this account, it earns $400. This fund isn't meant to make you rich. It exists to be a barrier between your life and high-interest debt. When a car repair or a vet bill happens, you pay for it out of the moat, refill it over the next few paychecks, and the debt machine gets nothing. Because it prevents you from falling into traps that charge 24% interest, the moat is the highest return investment you can make. It converts a potential crisis into a simple inconvenience. Once the moat is in place, you open a second pipe. This one goes toward your workplace retirement plan to capture every dollar of your employer match. Most employers offer a deal to attribute a certain percentage of your pay. They will add their own money on top. This is a guaranteed 50 to 100% return on your money before the market even moves. No other investment on earth offers those kinds of risk-free numbers. Over time, these dollars work like a snowball. The free money earns interest, and then that interest starts earning interest of its own. Delaying this step for just a few years can erase hundreds of thousands of dollars from your future because you lose the time those dollars needed to grow. Skipping this match is the same as telling your boss you don't want the raise they offered you. By automating this slice of your paycheck, you are accepting that raise every single payday. The third pipe is your fire extinguisher. It is aimed directly at high-interest debt, which in 2026 usually means credit cards charging over 23%. You are using a high-pressure hose to put out a fire that would otherwise burn through your entire life. High-interest debt is a 5-alarm emergency for your wealth. Building this automated pipe is the only way to guarantee the fire stays out without you having to fight it every single month. Now look at the journey your paycheck has taken. Your moat is growing, your retirement is capturing free employer money, and your debt is being extinguished, all automatically. Whatever is left of your paycheck finally flows into your standard checking account. This money has already run the gauntlet, and it is now completely safe from the extraction layer. Because your future and your safety nets are already funded, every dollar in this account is yours to spend on whatever you want. You can buy the latte or book the trip with zero guilt, because the system has already paid your future self first. If your budget feels tight, start by routing just 1% of your pay to a separate pipe. The amount matters much less than the architecture. Once the pipe exists, you can widen it whenever you get a raise. Financial peace doesn't require a six-figure salary or a lifetime of restriction. It just requires one afternoon to set up the plumbing. Build the pipe this week, and you can finally stop stressing about your money and start living your life.